In this video, we'll explore Jane Doe's optimal build, from W engines and drive disk sets to main and substats. We'll also discuss key considerations like when to cap anomaly proficiency or pivot to other stats. If you're looking for Jane's team comps or some tips on her kit mechanics, check out the link in the description. With that said, let's start with some of the things you want to consider when building Jane Doe. Jane Doe's core gameplay revolves around building up anomaly and triggering assault to unleash massive damage. Fortunately, her kit is packed with anomaly buildup rate. With her additional ability, she gains an extra 20% during the passion state and an additional 15% if the target is already under an attribute anomaly. The condition is that you pair her with another anomaly character or another character from her faction, such as Qingyi or Seth. She also gets 2 extra attacks for every point of anomaly proficiency above 120 during the passion state. In a disorder team, she gets a total of 35% buildup rate from her passive skill alone. Additionally, her core passive grants all team members a chance to land critical hits when they trigger assault. At max core passive, assault starts with a 40% base crit rate, boosted by 0.16% for each point of Jane's anomaly proficiency. This means you can essentially trigger assault with 100% crit rate with 375 anomaly proficiency. And given her passion stream mechanics, Jane Doe needs considerable on-field time. With that in mind, it would make sense to improve her anomaly capabilities when building her. For the drive disc set, I recommend the 4-piece Fanged Metal and 2-piece Freedom Blues. This combo gives Jane a high damage ceiling for her assault due to its physical damage and anomaly proficiency boost. The first assault proc won't be buffed, but you'll gain a 35% bonus damage for the next 12 seconds once it's triggered. You can also switch out the 2-piece Freedom Blues with either Swing Jazz, Hormone Punk, or Puffer Electro if you can hit 375 anomaly proficiency via substats. Personally, I would go with Swing Jazz just so you can use her EX special attack more often. Alternatively, you can go with a 4-piece Freedom Blues and 2-piece Fanged Metal set to increase the assault trigger rate. But remember, any anomaly proficiency points that exceed 375 will not contribute to increasing the assault crit rate. This will, however, increase her assault's damage and attack during her passion state. You can also replace the 2-piece Fanged Metal with Swing Jazz, but this will lower your overall damage. Personally, I recommend the first build with the 4-piece Fanged Metal. If you're getting some value here, don't forget to hit that like button. Your support empowers this channel, just like Jane empowers her assault. Another solid alternative is using 2-piece sets of Fanged Metal, Freedom Blues, and Swing Jazz. You won't get any 4-piece buffs, but the stat boosts you'll gain are unconditional. For the disc main stats, prioritize anomaly proficiency in the 4th slot to boost Jane's assault damage and crit rate. In the 5th slot, the physical damage bonus is your best bet for maximizing damage. If needed, you can temporarily use attack percent or pen ratio, as both still increase assault damage. For the 6th slot, go with Anomaly Mastery to enhance the rate of triggering assaults. The most important substats for Jane Doe are Anomaly Proficiency and Attack Percent, which give her the best boost for her damage. Next up, you want to prioritize Flat Attack or Flat Pen to give little more boost on her assault damage. Your top weapon options are Sharpened Stinger and Fusion Compiler. The Sharpened Stinger, Jane Doe's signature weapon, will of course be her best in slot. It offers a high base attack and an impressive anomaly proficiency stat boost. At level 90, it gives 90 anomaly proficiency and boosts physical damage by up to 36% with its weapon effect at max stacks. It makes reaching 375 anomaly proficiency and in essence getting 100% crit rate upon triggering assault much easier. On top of that, it increases Jane's anomaly buildup by 40% as long as you maintain the max stack. The conditions to trigger this effect sync perfectly with Jane's playstyle, and you can instantly reach max stack with just one perfect dodge. One thing to note here is that even without anomaly proficiency on the weapon, getting to 375 is pretty easy to attain. So if you have this weapon, focusing on attack percent for your drive disc substats might bring more value for Jane. As for S-rank alternatives, the Fusion Compiler is your only current option. Although its base attack is slightly lower than Jane's signature weapon, it's still higher than any other alternative. Plus, its pen ratio bonus can boost Jane's assault damage. However, you'll want to pop her special attack occasionally, even if it's the non-X version, just to keep the effect active. Lastly, even with pen ratio as the weapon stat, you can still hit 375 anomaly proficiency with a few good rolls on your drive disc substats. For A-rank W engines, Weeping Gemini and Electro Lip Gloss are solid choices. Weeping Gemini offers a high anomaly proficiency stat through its weapon effect, and attack percent for its stats. Having attack percent for its weapon stat is not necessarily a bad thing, since you only need 375 anomaly proficiency to achieve a 100% assault crit rate. Plus, the weapon's effect is easy to trigger with a reliable stacking mechanic, especially in boss fights. As a bonus, this weapon can also be crafted via the gadget store, so you don't need to roll for it to acquire it. This weapon shines best in a disorder team, where you can apply a different anomaly attribute on enemies before unleashing Jane's assault. Electro Lip Gloss is also a great option due to its inherent anomaly proficiency stat. Its weapon effect synergizes well with Jane since Assault has a lingering flinch effect that lasts for 10 seconds. And unlike Weeping Gemini, triggering its effect is instantaneous and there is no need for stacking. This means it will reach its peak performance faster than Weeping Gemini. However, obtaining copies is tougher since it's locked within the Battle Pass. Other viable alternatives are Roaring Ride and Rainforest Gourmet. Roaring Ride offers an attack percent boost and has the highest base attack among all A-rank weapons. It also offers Jane several useful buffs that synergize well with her kit. Although the buffs are random, they can coexist, and since Jane's EX special deals multiple hits, you can likely have all three effects active whenever you cast it. However, the buffs last only 5 seconds, and Jane's EX isn't as spammable as Piper's, making the effect a bit unreliable with low uptime. Rainforest Gourmet, on the other hand, is craftable via the gadget store, making it easy to refine. It offers an unconditional boost in anomaly proficiency and up to a 40% attack bonus at R5. But realistically, you'll often see a 24% boost or 6 stacks from its weapon effect during combat. Lastly, if you're just starting out and don't have any A-rank weapons yet, Magnetic Storm Bravo is a solid starter due to its bonus anomaly proficiency from the weapon effect. However, it's probably best not to invest too much in upgrading this one. If this video helps, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like on this video. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.